Hi, it's Mr. Bennett. In this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can use the program Excel on your Macintosh to make the climate graphs you're going to need to analyze so you can classify the 6 locations in Utah I've given you into one of the 10 major biomes. So what you're going to do is you're going to come to the blog and you're going to click on this link where it says link to climate data. Go ahead and click on that link and that will bring you to this spreadsheet. Now this spreadsheet you can copy stuff from. You can't manipulate it, but you can copy things from it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to copy this first set of data. I'm going to show you how to do it with the Logan data because this data I want you to graph by hand, but at least this way you'll get to see what it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to copy it. And then we're going to come over here to Excel and we're going to paste it into Excel. Right there. Now, here's our data, and what we want to do is we want to insert a chart. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to highlight our data, the whole thing, including the words, so we have our categories. We're going to go to Insert, and we're going to come over here to the bar chart, the column chart. We're going to hit the arrow next to it so we can select, and we're going to do clustered column. Clustered column is what we want. Now here's our chart. Well, the problem with our chart so far is that you can see the temperature data in bars, but most climate graphs have temperature data is actually in a line graph, and then you can barely see the precipitation data. So what we need to do is we need to change a couple of the options. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to change this temperature data into a line. So to do that, we click on the bars, and this is going to select all of this data. And we're going to come over here where it says change chart type. We're going to click on that. And we're going to change this to a line graph. We're going to change it to a line graph with a marker. We're going to do that, and voila, we have our temperature data is now set up in a line graph, which is how we want our climate graph to be. Now the next thing we want to do is this whole chart is being graded on the scale of 0 to 100. Now that works great for temperature. It doesn't work very well for the precipitation because we can barely see it. So we want to change our precipitation scale. And how we're going to do that is we're going to click down here on the bars for precipitation, and it's going to select it. And then as soon as you do that, it's going to bring up this option over here where it says plot series on. I want you to select secondary axis. And you can see how it changed our chart, because now what we have is we have one axis that we're going to use to graph temperature, and then we have a second axis that is used to graph the precipitation in bars. Now, at this point, we're pretty close to done. There's just 2 more things I want you to do. Come here to where you have this secondary axis. I want to make sure that all of our axes have the same scale on them. You don't want to have one graph that's 0 to 1 and another one that's 0 to 10. They won't look very good. So click on this secondary axis, and we're actually going to command click on it. Control click on it. There we go. Control click on it. So we're going to hold down the control button while we click on it. And we're going to go to the format access option. Now what this allows us to do is where it says bounds, this allows us to set what numbers are going to be here. So keep the minimum at 0, and I want you to set the maximum at 3.0. Done with that, go ahead and hit enter. And we've now reformatted our chart. So we're grading so that the precipitation is being charted based on a 0 to 3 scale. Last thing I want you to do, put a title on it. Put a title on it. So this is Logan data, so I'm going to go ahead and put Logan climate graph. And with that, we're done. We can now take, and if we want to, we can go ahead and we can copy our chart, and we can post it into a PowerPoint or something like that so we can share a chart. So that's how you make a climate graph in Excel. So now you can analyze these graphs and make a call about which biome you think this particular location is.